Hi, I'm Matt from Apex Water. I'm Principal Engineer and one of the founders at Apex Water. The Membrane Bioreactor is a traditional activated sludge process, so it relies on bacteria growing in the water, floating around in the water. There's areas with aeration, so the bugs breathe air while they eat the pollutants in the water. And there's other areas without air for removing nitrogen, so they breathe nitrate in that area and breathe out nitrogen gas. Essentially, the net result is we can strip all the nutrients and pollutants out to a very low level within the system. The key defining characteristic of the membrane bioreactor is how we separate that useful bacteria at the end of the process. Traditionally, we would just settle it out in a settling tank and rely on gravity to take the bugs out of the water. That can be quite fickle and unreliable, and it's one of the most likely parts to go wrong in a lot of traditional processes. So this replaces that gravity process with a membrane filter with holes in it physically smaller than an individual bacteria. So we're physically removing all the bacteria from the wastewater, putting it back in the tank so we can get even more treatment in a small space by having lots of bacteria in a small tank. And the water that comes out has virtually all of the bacteria removed. So from typically up to 20 million E. coli per 100 mils floating around in this tank, the membrane sitting in the tank, once it's been through, it comes out. We commonly can't detect an individual bacteria in the discharge. So very, very clean water, typically suitable for surface water discharge, if that can be culturally achieved where you are, and also suitable for reuse from certain applications, especially if it's industrial. You can give it a little polish up and it can be reused.